Peace and blessings be amongst everybody on today. This is Seven Goddess coming to you as humble as I know how, reaching out about the Mercury Retrograde. First, giving honor to my ancestors and my spiritual realm for always protecting me and keeping me guided and always providing me with the knowledge that I need to educate others. So on today, I wanted to clear up a little bit of confusion that anybody may have of what is a Mercury retrograde. And what this happens is when it's an overflux of Mercury. If you have never studied metaphysics or astrology, before I even break down terminology, I encourage you to take a second. If you are Virgo, messenger of the gods, I encourage you to take this time to go and study who you are. And once you have studied who you are, then you can understand what a Mercury retrograde is. So a brief breakdown, because I will be quick, is basically an influx or overproduction of emotions. We are entering into Pisces season. It's here. And what's going to happen is you're going to notice a lot of people from past situations or past endeavors that are going to pop up. It could be a friend that you hadn't talked to in 20, 30 years. And guess what? They're going to call. And you may deal with a family member or a friend that you haven't talked to in years, and you fell out over something that was so emotional. And guess what? God is going to bring it back up into your life to surface for a reason. If you have been dealing with a situation where it has came up or it's a past feeling and you are just like, okay, wow, it's been a long time, I don't want to deal with this, and you try to move on, guess what? The universe is going to keep bringing it back into your life, but just in a different way. I encourage people today to declare and decree it. Take power back over your life. You are the author of your story, the beginning to the end. God lives within inside of you. You guys have to take these emotions by the grasp. No matter how much old feelings or old emotions come up, sometimes we have to deal with those spirits and move on for the betterment of what God has in store for us. Because that is how that saying surfaces: you turn your blessings into curses. So during this period, I encourage you to battle whatever it is, whatever emotion, whatever old way or old habit, whatever no longer serves you or your walk with spirit. It's time to surface it during this karmic lesson. The law of attraction really does work. And I encourage you to go and study who you are. Study a Mercury retrograde. It is a period where things are going to come out of the ordinary. People may speak to you out of anger. It's a period of influx of feelings, of emotions, unstableness. Things come out of confusion. Things are said out of confusion. We enact on feelings that are not really there. This is where our subconscious mind sometimes can take over if we don't continue through this period. We just had a new moon. I hope everybody is making their affirmations like I encourage you. You have to be specific with your affirmations. Please, I can't encourage you enough. Be specific. If you want money, guess what? I would like money in a positive way. I only receive nothing but out of positivity and out of love. Please be specific. Your angels don't want anything else but for you to be specific. Your cry unto them. And I encourage you to take something from this message and deal with your emotions. If you have stuff with people that is just hardships, deal with it. Sometimes you can be the cause of a fallout with a friend, but guess what? If you get it right, and if you learn how to walk in the better light, you'll get the blessing. Sometimes we have to learn how to be the bigger person. And I know sometimes being the bigger person hurts, but it sets us free. And that's what God needs. More of people that can be the bigger people and walk away Because guess what? We can't change emotions of others. We can't control nobody's emotions but our own. But guess what? If we confess in ourselves and we know we're doing right, it's nothing that nobody can say or do that will take away from the light that the universe has blessed you with. Have a blessed day. Peace and blessings in the name of Allah, Seven Goddess.